process of colleague, are going to present a case understanding of hidden place. It's happened at reach. 1 year old and 10 months, 1 year, 10 months old boy is more than mental history presented to system scanning in average with a complaint of left intermittent accommodation of the eye and has left intermittent XE and the anterior segment examination was unremarkable at the time. And they found that he has left myopia with myopic astigmatism, so he was anisotrope in the eye, and that justified at the time the intermittent deviation. So he wrote glasses at the time and dry time occlusion. And then the mother just missed follow up and reappeared once more after 6 months. 6 months later, at the time, the age of the child was 2 years and 4 months. Looking with the direct examination, we had a good rate reflex in the right eye, while the left eye had like a parasexual big part of the right reflex. When we dilated the child, the right eye, the lens is superior, and finding no opacities, while the left eye has subluxation, the lens pushed down and out, and with some cataract, which is a little bit eccentric, present in the posterior or posterior subcapsular part and subcortical part. During the cycloplegic refraction, we found that the left eye had myopia of 3 diopters and also astigmatism of -3. So it has this anisometropia, and now we have a little bit of justification of this refraction. The contrast exam was unremarkable. There is no covering. The IOP was normal, no signs of inflammation, no other thing rather than what we see right now. And revising the mother, if there was a history of trauma, there was no history of trauma. And also there was no history of familial subluxation or something like that. Actually, this child was a big controversy in the decision. Would we do a surgery for such child or just go conservative? At some point, we considered we may do surgery. And the child did biometry. If you notice in this biometry that the axial length in the right eye, the refraction of light plus 1.5, the axial length is higher with 1 millimeter, but the left eye, the axial length is 20. This means that this myopia actually that happened is due to the technical telescope like subluxation. And here we find the key readings that it has astigmatism. And so, despite subluxation and post particular component of astigmatism, actually it has here that may be corneal. So we did examination under anesthesia in this shock. But before this, I have missed something here. What I have missed? Most of the causes of subluxation usually it's bilateral. Why is it a medial subluxation or due to systemic causes due to Marfan, air values, anything like this is bilateral. What is the child that has a unilateral subluxation? And the right eye didn't show any degree of subtle or peripheral subluxation. So I should have looked at this point, there is a local cause consensus. This for examination under anesthesia, we have found this. This makes it appeared in the up and inner part of the eye and brownish and pushing the lens down and out and it's the same side of the localized cataracts. So actually we justify everything now. So how we will proceed. Another quote for the same thing. First of all, what I would think of when I have a brown iris or ciliary body mass in my chart. It would be a pigment epithelial cell coming from the posterior epithelium of the iris or of the ciliary body. Can it be medullophysioma? Usually medullophysiomas are unpigmented. Can it be uveal melanoma? Can it be adenoma of the iris or the ciliary body or melanocytoma? Let's review what could it be. Primary cysts of the iris and ciliary body, not uncommon in children. It can be central, shown as a pupillary border, it could be zonal, and appear on pupillary dilatation. It could be peripheral, pushing the iris a little bit anterior. It could be seen in the gonioscopy, or it can cause something on the lens like what happened in our case. Other cysts of the iris could be of the iris stroma. Usually it pushed towards the anterior chamber and it doesn't appear as brownish as a mass or as a cyst. Second cysts could happen like epithelial down growth and such things, and even inflammatory cysts, but actually it doesn't appear as brownish. Peripheral iris pigment epithelial cyst is the most common among the mid-zonal or the central, and usually it's intratemporal. It's a bit different from our case, and 90% of the cases it's unilateral, and sometimes more than one cyst happen to occur in the same eye. It can cause complications like if it's enlarged enough to push the iris forward, it causes a corneal touch, it can cause localized cataract, or cause subluxation, glaucoma, either due to pigment dispersion or due to closure of the angle if it's large enough to cause this. Medullopithelioma. Medullopithelioma considered the second most common intraocular tumor in children, and usually it appears like fleshy gray or pink mass. It's not a brownish mass, but it happens that Carol Shield reported a case of pigmented medullopithelioma. It's reported in a girl of 3 years old, and it caused happened to be pedunculated mass with high echogenicity in the ultrasound. And this is the photo of the case reported by Carol G. It happened to appear like a brownish mass with associated or beside microvascular membranes, cyclic membrane, and cataracts beside it. Can uveal melanoma happen in children? Usually we think of melanoma, we think of older age, but actually it's reported that melanoma can happen in children, and in a case series revising cases of melanoma, out of 299 eyes with melanoma, 114 of them were below the age of 24. And it's better prognosis when it happened below the age of 18. And usually, sometimes it can be associated with systemic disorders like neurofibromatosis, familial atypical multiple myeloma melanoma syndrome, genetic abnormality in the BRCA1 gene, and it can happen with oculodermal melanocytosis. Melanoma of children, it's more common to happen in the choroid, and then the iris, and the least common is the ciliary body. And as we said, it's better prognosis when it's below 18 years. Could it be adenoma, the iris pigment epithelium? Actually, its appearance is different. Adenoma of the iris pigment epithelium appear in this photo. Usually, it can be seen in gonioscopy. And also, the same picture can happen with melanocytoma, which is a bit rare. So we have now the child of treatment, and still have a chance to do more examination. Can we differentiate if it's a cyst or it's a solid mass? We can do the stellar trans elimination if it will pass the light. It's cyst, if it's not, it's a mass, and actually it passed the light. So it's more reassuring, it's like a cystic lesion. So here, how you will investigate. So the investigation controls in here. So the UVM. UVM has a probe with higher frequency than that we do for optic ultrasound, the normal. It's we have the device of 35 megahertz, and we do it with the contact or the child immersion child technique. When you do an awake child, actually it's challenging because you require the child to tolerate this cup, and then you will put methine and then saline and then put this transducer to have your images. You can have a wide stellar sphere to stellar sphere images or a more detailed images according to the settings that you choose. So here the UVM is the child show this different cystic lesion. It's coming either from the ciliary body or from the posterior pigmented epithelium of the iris. And we found another thing, another small lesion on the opposite side. And whenever the lens is pushed anteriorly, it's pushed narrowing of the anterior chamber. So we are now comfortable and we are sure that it's a kind of pigment epithelial system. If it's a medulla usually it has a kind of, or a mix between cystic and solid components, and this one is the appearance of the uveal melanoma UVM. So now it's a primary iris pigment epithelial cyst or secondary body pigment epithelial cyst. So what we should do? The cyst itself we can leave alone. It didn't cause any inflammation. It didn't cause elevation of the intraocular pressure. So we can leave alone. It's only causing the cataract and subluxation. So we can deal with the stigmatic error conservatively, or whenever the cataract gets more dense, we can proceed for surgery comfortably without depriving the patient from the accommodation, and at the same time keeping the visual access clear. So here's a take-home message. Whenever I find a case of unilateral subluxation, I should look for a local cause. I shouldn't be surprised for having something hiding from me. That's actually leave evidence here and there, and it's seen and shouldn't be hidden from me. UVM is an investigation of choice in such cases.